Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Thanks so much for clicking on today's video. Today's video is going to be a quick tutorial on this lovely green sultry vixen vibe. I mean, I'm feeling so foxy, I can't even lie to you. I keep looking at myself in a mirror that's down here and I'm just like, yes, 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 yes. From all angles, yes. So this look was inspired by one particular shade in this palette right here. This is the Makeup Revolution Mint Chocolate palette. So the palette looks like this. So you've got a beautiful mix of matte and shimmer shades, and you've got some lovely warm transition colours, and then also pops of colour with the green and the yellow, and a few lovely like interesting goldy shimmery shades. I was really inspired by the pops of green in this palette and really wanted to create something sultry and sexy that you could wear to a hot evening date or like a night out with the girls. It's kind of a take on the classic sultry black smoky eye, but I think the green makes it really, really interesting and sexy and different. So if you'd like to see how I created this look, then just keep watching. But of course, I can't let you go without letting you know that you need to hit the subscribe button. So go ahead, subscribe to the channel, join the family to make sure that you don't ever miss an upload. Follow me on my socials. You can catch me mostly on Instagram. If you're interested in like looks and behind the scenes and what else I'm getting up to in life, then follow me over on Instagram as well. And give the video a thumbs up if you love tutorials and you like this look. Otherwise, let's just get into it. So you guys know the drill by now. I have started off with my eyebrow already done, eyelids primed with some concealer, and going in with the Makeup Revolution Mint Chocolate palette. I just had a feeling today that I really wanted to do a lovely green smoky eye, so that's what we're going to do. So I'm going to go first into this kind of camel shade, and I'm just going to sweep that quite high near my brow bone. Okay, and once I've done that, then I'm going into this lovely mid-tone brown, just using the same brush again. Tap off the excess, and then just starting up above my crease, I'm going to start working that colour in. Okay, then I'm switching brushes now to a smaller brush, and I'm going into that really deep dark brown shade in the corner, and I'm going to take this now just a little bit lower than that brown, actually at my crease. And I'm going to work that from the outer corner almost all the way in. So now that I've worked that brown in, I'm going to go into that beautiful, rich kind of forest green shade, which just screams my name every time I see it. And I'm loading up a shader brush with this, quite a bit of product. And I'm going to pat this on to my eyelid. I'm taking my time with this because I really want to build up the opacity of this colour on my lid. I don't want it to get lost in any way. So just take your time and build this up as much as you need to. Alright, so I've kind of packed that colour onto the lid, and now I'm going into the tiniest little blending pencil brush, and I'm picking up more of that green, and I want to start layering on top of it. And working it now into the crease. You do want to use quite a small brush just because you want to be precise with how you apply this colour. The smaller the brush you use, the more precise you can be, and the more of a kind of neat and tidy eye that you can get. So right now I'm just kind of sticking that colour onto the lid, and then I'm going to start working it into that crease area where I laid down the dark brown before. Okay, now that I've done that, going into a slightly more fluffy brush, and still picking up some of that green. And now I'm going to work this into the outer crease area just above. So we want to try and get a lovely blend between the green, the dark brown, and then diffusing it into that lighter shade that we had earlier. So I'm using circular motions here just to get that lovely diffused look. And once I've done that, grabbing a blending brush which doesn't have the green on, I'm just going to diffuse those colours together just so we have no harsh lines. You know the drill. I could totally leave it like this, but I think I want to add just a little bit more depth to that outer corner. So I'm going to go back into that dark brown shade in the palette and just use that to smoke out this corner. And I'm using that small pencil brush again. Okay, so that's kind of like the base of my eyes done now. So I'm going to go ahead and put on some liner and some lashes, mascara, and then I'll be back for the rest of my face. Alright, so lashes are on. I'm going to go ahead and prime my face with a little bit of Rimmel Matte primer. I kind of put this on all over my face, just because it's a struggle out here. If you've got not such oily skin, then just put it on areas where you need it, basically. I've got quite an oily face, so I find that I need it all across my nose, here just above my lip and across my cheeks, plus of course in between my eyebrows and above my eyebrows on my forehead. I don't take it up too close to my eyes because obviously I don't need it there, so it's kind of just like on this lower part of my cheeks and my chin, my nose area. Something like that. My skin still has a lot of dark marks, spots, acne, or whatever, so I am going to colour correct just a little bit, and I'm still using my LA Girl concealer, which at this moment in time it looks like it's across my entire face. Don't worry about that, we'll soon get that cleared up. And then I'm grabbing a buffing brush, a small one. I'm just going to go ahead and buff this concealer out. For foundation today, I am going in with the NYX Total Control Drop Foundation, which I bought in the shade Deep Cool. I'm going to be using this around the perimeter of my face, and then I'll brighten up the rest of my face with some concealer. And then I'm just going in with a lovely buffing brush when I can find one. Domed buffing brush. Because this formula is quite liquidy, I like to go in with a brush first. I kind of alternate between using brushes and sponges. But because it's quite liquidy, I like to go in with, oops. Almost done, I think, with a brush first. So first I'm just going to spread this around, oh shizzle, I just dripped that onto my dress. I'm going to spread this around my face. It's probably way more than I need, but it is what it is right now. And then just go ahead and buff that in. And then now that I've done that, I'm grabbing my beauty sponge and I'm going to go ahead and press that into the skin. Alright, so going in now with my under eye concealer. I need to brighten up my complexion because now I look like just one colour. Oops, that one's run out. Let me get the right one. So this is Makeup Revolution concealer in the shade C13. It's a shade I use to clean up my eyes and my eyebrows. being quite generous with that just because I feel like I need to balance out the coloration of the foundation. And then I'm just going to go in with C12 and layer it just on top of C13, but just for under my eyes, to add that little bit of extra brightness there. Okay, so then I'm going to go back into my sponge and just using the pointy tip this time, take that concealer right up to my eye, pretty much, and right up to the side of my nose. What a difference concealer makes, eh? So what I do is I load up my sponge. Oh, that's quite a lot, I'm going to take some off. But I load up my sponge, pointy side, and then I gently press that under my eyes. The trick here is not to use too much powder. I don't bake anymore, just because I don't feel like I actually need to bake. And I don't use too much powder. I mean, before I would go in and then try and put it on my face. Like, you don't need to be doing that in my opinion. And then once I've done that, I grab a brush and start to dust away any excess. So you can see I'm really not letting it sit on the skin. I'm kind of going in almost immediately to diffuse that, get rid of any excess. Yeah. Then for contour, I'm going to go in with powder contour, and I am using the LA Girl Pro Face HD powder. Looks like this, and this is in the shade Cocoa. And I'm just going to put that on my cheeks. Across my forehead, or my forehead, as the case may be. And a little bit on the old jawline. For blush, going into my Sleek 3 palette in the colorway, what's this one called? Flame, so it has beautiful orange shades. And I'm just going to go into these two shades right here. Just a little mix of them. And just for a little bit of colour on my cheeks. I just need to finish off my under eye, so I've gone back into the palette and I've gone back into that dark green shade, and just starting on the outer corner, I'm gonna smudge some colour across my bottom lash line. Then I'm going to go into this kind of moss type green, this shimmer shade right here in the middle, and I'm going to use that just here in the corner with this teensy tiny pencil brush to do a kind of inner corner highlight. With that beautiful green. It's kind of like a green with gold shift. It's so beautiful. And then right in the center of that, into this champagne gold color, just to brighten that tiny bit. Yes! And then I do need a little bit of brow bone highlight, but nothing too dramatic. So I'm going into this shade down here mixed in with this one, and a teensy bit of the gold. I don't really know what I'm doing. Let me just, oh, okay, that worked. Blend those colours together. Fab. Alright guys, this is the finished look. What do you think? I am so happy with how this turned out. It's kind of like, oh, super sultry and sexy, and then that little pop of green in the inner corner. I can't explain what it's doing for my life, like it's popping! So if you'd like to recreate this look, then make sure that you go ahead and grab yourself one of these palettes. I love these palettes, and I posted looks of them on my Instagram, and I use them seriously on a daily basis. They are such good quality for the price that they are, and it comes with a mirror. I'm just covering up the bottom part there, so those are the shadow shades. It comes with a mirror. You get a mix of mattes and shimmers so that you can create basically, you know, a full look. And with a palette like this that has got lots of different pops of colour, like the options are endless, I think, in terms of what you want to create. It's kind of just your imagination, I guess, that will limit you. So I'm really happy with how this turned out. I paired this with a really cool toned lip. I did try a pink lip with it, like a nudie pink lip, but I didn't like how that looked, so I just thought I'd keep it quite cool tone and neutral so that the eyes could really speak and the lips could be quite muted. The lips are a mix of Colourpop's Cloudscape and Chi, and so those are two matte lip shades. So I've used Colourpop, so I've used Cloudscape all over my lips, and then Chi just in the centre to bring a little bit of gradient in there. Cloudscape unfortunately isn't available on Cocoon Beauty, but you can get a shade called Limbo, which is very, very, very similar. Chi is available either on its own or as part of a set, so head over there if you are interested in grabbing that. And as I mentioned before, the brush set is also available on Cocoon Beauty, so if you're interested in that, then you can grab that too. Otherwise, yeah, I'm feeling this look. I'm going to go ahead and take some pictures for the gram and all that jazz, so please make sure to give the video a thumbs up if you watched it this far and you enjoyed it, and please make sure to subscribe to my channel. I would love you for that. Leave me a comment down below as usual. I love to hear from you guys, and I'll see you in my next video.